In our last adventure video, we drove 90 minutes outside of Las Vegas to a small desert town to support a local swap meet and camped out with some amazing views. This week, I hit the road solo to find some snow. We put the diesel heater to the test and to make a Trader Joe's inspired dinner in the back of the truck while testing out a new camp stove. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Today we're doing some winter camping. We're gonna go find some snow out in Lee Canyon, and then we're gonna hit the slopes tomorrow to do some snowboarding. Just in time before the sunset. So this is one of the reasons why people have told me to put the diesel heater into something, because you'll get some gas spillage from the top of the cap. Not entirely sure what I would use, though, to transport such a large item, though, you know. Little air for the gas can. But let's go ahead and get this set up real quick. I'm using the really big, long exhaust, the new one that I got, without cutting it down, because, I don't know, I figured I might as well just try it first, but this should be far enough from the exhaust that no air should hopefully exchange back over here. We're just going to hang out in the back of the truck tonight. It is getting pretty cold already, so I'm going to do my best to get this going, get everything situated in the back, and then I'll come back to you guys. And I am already prepared with base layers. I got my long johns on. The low tonight's supposed to be about mid-20s, so not too cold, but definitely going to be a little bit chilly. That's why I brought the diesel heater tonight, and we're going to be cooking in the back of the truck. So doing the little towel trick to keep some of that cold air from entering in from the bottom of the door. Look at this. Lots of sag, guys. So by the time this video is out, you guys might have seen my 3-year review, but I just don't know if this is normal or not, guys. It doesn't do that on this side too much. It's really just this big window. So I don't know. Comment down below. Is that normal? I'm not sure. Trying something new with the table here. Yeah, like kind of more of a standing or sitting up position rather than being on the floor, you know? So we'll try this out. I think this will do just fine, actually. Food over there. All right, here we go. So got our chair up, got a little table, definitely a little bit more comfortable. A lot more counter space. Put my curtains up just to make it a little bit, little cozy here. I'm not going to turn on the diesel heater just yet. It's not too cold at the moment. Give it maybe another hour or two and it'll start dipping down. So tonight I'm going to use this for a little bit, some canned heat. I'm just going to, you know, try it out. I've actually never used anything like this. Let me just read the directions here. Use only as directed, pro food warning. I feel like I need to put this on like some kind of pedestal though before I use that. Alright, so just a little bit of a rearrange here. So I moved this to like the corner over here, through the cooler over here, so I have a bigger kind of pathway here. And then from here, I now have all of this to hang out. Got an extra place to chill. I could also sit on this if I really wanted to. And I did open up the flaps on this just to make it easier to grab stuff out of here. And then I have a little like waterproof mat here to put wet shoes. I'm trying to keep these dry as possible. I got my food storage, dry food storage over here. Got the battery over here. A little bit crowded, but again, when I need to set up for bed, it is going to be a bit of a pain. I got to move all this stuff, but otherwise, I think this is a not bad of a solution here for a single person in a 5-foot bed. Definitely ample amount of room. I like it. Pretty cool. So tonight for dinner, we ended up doing a Trader Joe's themed night. I went out to Trader Joe's yesterday, looked up some random quick easy meal that I could make, and I found a Korean barbecue like bulgogi taco type of meal. And so what we're using tonight, I got some onions over here, I got some kimchi, I made this like sriracha barbecue sauce, and then what I'm using is this green onion pancake type of thing to use as a taco shell. Got some oranges for tomorrow. Ooh, we'll come back to that. And then I also got some bulgogi tacos down there. So that's kind of what we're doing for dinner tonight. Oh, and then I made like a kind of like a coleslaw type of thing at home, Korean barbecue coleslaw that I think will do really well on top of the tacos. So just gonna put this back here. These are all like frozen meals. These two from Trader Joe's. We also have a Trader Joe's beer here. It's a dark lager, premium beer, 5.3%. We'll probably have that a little bit later. And just so I don't freeze, we also got some Johnny Walker Black Label. Throwing this in the cooler just to keep it cold since I don't have any ice. But the real star of the show is this Trader Joe's Gin Lemon Honey. I don't know if you guys have seen these before, but they were super popular, like on TikTok or somewhere, and we ended up looking for them. But essentially, this tiny little can is 26%, which is madness. It is so crazy. So this tiny can, this is a 100 milliliters, and so it says to shake well. So I've never tried this one. I think I might have had a sip of it. Carly's had it though. There's also an espresso martini one, which I have tried that one, and that is pretty good. But let's go and kickstart the night with this. In comparison to a normal size can, y'all. 26%. That's crazy. So let's give this a shot. Cheers, y'all. Whew. It is very lemony, but it's kind of got a sting in the front. It's very sour. I think that's what it is. It's really just really sour. You don't taste the gin too hard. Am I breathing fire? It's really the lemon. I don't taste a lot of honey. That might just be something to help it along. But actually, it's not too bad. It definitely makes your tummy a little warm. You guys might hear a little bit from the diesel heater over here. It's currently spitting out some cold air because it's getting warmed up. But while we're waiting for that, let's go and send Carly a message using our Garmin, since we have 000 signal out here, guys. And if you're wondering how much I pay for this Garmin subscription, I think I pay like 11 bucks per month, and it's not bad because you can get communication out wherever you are in the world. So I think for peace of mind, it's definitely well worth it. But what I'm gonna do here, go to messages. Whoops. That's a new noise I've never heard of. Sound a little strange, so let's go check it out. Oh yeah. It's this brand new exhaust here. I am hearing something pretty loud, like it kind of sounds like the engine or something, but it's calmed down now. So that's a little strange. Alright, we're getting some warm air though. Smells fine. We do have our CO2 detector, so don't you worry, Mom. Oh, yep, that is amazing. This makes such a big difference when the towel is not on this. It's so crazy. There's just some really bad wind pushing this way, and I had to park the truck this way to get it the most level I could in this particular campsite. Unfortunately, with where I parked so that it could be level, the wind is literally pushing this way. So I'm getting a huge breeze. Even with the blanket, I'm trying to get it kind of stretch out the blanket a little bit so it'll cover more ground, but right now, like with this big window and the diesel heater right here, there's like a very strong draft just like coming this way. All right, and to continue on what I was doing earlier, so I'm just going to do a quick reply because it's kind of a pain to type in everything. So I'm just going to put a standard message. I'm checking in everything is all right. And what it's going to do is going to send the message. I have 0 signal right now, so it's using Iridium satellites to transfer the message. And Carly will get this and a link to exactly where I'm at. So very much... like, especially when you're solo, like, that is my peace of mind right there, you know? And sometimes you gotta stick your hand outside because this thing needs to hit a satellite. There we go. All right, and what I'll do is I'll usually just leave this on for the night, and probably just hang it over here in case I need it. I hope this works. I don't have internet. It should. It's an offline player, so. Man. These computers are good. So I just lost that first match, but we're going again. All right, let's go and start making dinner. I'm going to show you guys a new little pocket camp stove that I'm going to be trying out tonight for these Trader Joe's bulgogi tacos. Show you this new camp stove. While we're in here, though, let's grab the rest of what we need inside the dry food area. The rest of our Trader Joe's haul in here. So I got some candy-coated milk chocolate dipped peanuts. And then I got Pizza Party potato chips. I think that's all I need. Right before I left the house, the Amazon guy came by and dropped this off. It was like perfect timing, so I know I had to use this tonight. And this thing was pretty cheap too, so folding stove, ideal for camping, picnics, tailgating, and emergencies. So use the Sterno green can for heat for the best results, And it literally is this big. So it's just a pocket stove. So I've never used one of these. So let's see how this looks. Had really good reviews on Amazon though. Lock base into the tabs. Lock the base into the tabs. This. Okay. So you gotta fold it into these tabs here, and then there's these back tabs that this kind of folds into. It kind of looks like a face. But it folds down flat afterwards. We're gonna try this sterno can here. I gotta open it up. I'm gonna go take out my fire extinguisher first though. Alright, before we start lighting everything up, let's go and grab everything we need out of here first. So I'm gonna use this guy over here. So I'm gonna use this as a table, so I want to try and just, get everything out of here that I'm gonna need. Long lighter. Let's do this guy and this one here. Oops. Let's grab 2 plates here. Everything's pretty much ready to eat, so I don't really need to do any cutting, I don't think. Grab me a glass here, just in case. We're going to use our sterno can here to cook. Got some of our spasses here. So the sterno actually tells you when it's hot, or when it's cooled down, so you can utilize it. Grabbed the top pan from the Stanley Base Camp, one of our go-to pots and pans. This is a little bit small though. This is only like a 10-inch or something. I usually like cooking with like a 12, but that's all right. I'm gonna get my cooking station ready on this side. Korean barbecue. Let's just see how this looks. I don't know. If you guys have ever gone to a catered event and they had these little flame things underneath the cooking, underneath the dishes and everything, that's what this is. Oh, it's like a goo. I've actually never seen the inside of this. It's like a gooey paste. And just FYI, this is actually plant-based. I didn't mean, purposely get anything vegan, but, I don't know, this is just what the recipe I looked up it was using, so I'm just trying it out. And it was available at the store, so. And there she goes. This is taking just a little bit of time to heat up. It's barely ready, so I'm just gonna let it warm up properly. So we're gonna cook the bulgogi, throw a bit of kimchi in with the bulgogi after we brown it, and then we're going to grill up these green onion pancakes. So I think I might just try grilling them straight up. I can't do that with the bulgogi, but I might try and just literally cook the pancake on top of this, on the little griddle here, and I think that might work. We'll see. All right, let's get this bulgogi going. So another cool thing about this particular layout is that I can stand up and cook very comfortably because the table is up here, So this is definitely very comfortable. I like being able to stand up in here, Alright, something to note, very important, if you ever want to try and use a sterno can to make dinner, because this is taking forever. Just FYI, I mean, it's cool, probably leave it on, make it a little fire, it's nice ambiance, but don't be extremely hungry when you're cooking on this, you just gotta let things take time. Well, I don't know what I was expecting out of this. Oh, okay. They're like pretty like raw dough kind of thing. And hopefully that fits in there, but okay, that's cool. All right, so I'm gonna give the meat probably another like 5 minutes. I think it's been cooking for honestly like, yeah, definitely 5 minutes. I think I'm gonna do another 5. So this whole thing will probably take like 10 minutes just to warm up this beef. Maybe I'm gonna say closer to 15 with how weak the sterno flame is. So that's why they say like this is good for emergencies, but don't expect food to be, you know, piping hot really quick. So let's have a pizza party in our mouths while we're waiting for this food. Comment down below if you've ever had any of this this Trader Joe's stuff here. This is the first time I'm having any of this, but I love trying Trader Joe's stuff. Ooh. Oh, this is like a kettle chip that tastes like pizza. That's good. It's got a nice crunch. Flavor's good. It's definitely a pizza party in your mouth. Yep. That is good. It's not bad. Had a little piece of the meat. Definitely needs seasoning, so this is a good thing to have it with because we're going to have a ton of flavor. Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe throw some kimchi in there. I'm also going to throw some onions in here as well. Alright, got the bulgogi off. Just warming up some oil. I really do think the heat is making a big difference, but it's alright. We're determined. Alright guys, so the trick is you just gotta leave it alone. You know, don't mess with it. Alright, let's make these tacos. So I'm gonna start with some sauce here. So this is the sriracha barbecue that I made earlier today. I'm just gonna throw some of that on at the bottom. Let's go this way. I just made one for right now because I feel like this pancake is pretty big. Open this up. Bulgogi on top. Some of that kimchi that we put in the pan as well, and now I'm just gonna top it off with some green onions here, and there we go. That is our bulgogi taco. And to wash this Trader Joe's meal down, I got the Trader Joe's Dark out. Alright guys, here is our bulgogi taco here. Let's give this thing a shot. Looks so good. I'm so hungry. Oh yeah. That's good. I feel like the beef does have a little bit of a interesting taste. It kind of has like a soy-based, meatless type of thing. So just FYI. The reason why I ended up getting this, I knew it was beefless. This was like what the recipe called for. I was staring down some actual bulgogi from Trader Joe's, but this one turned out to be cheaper, and I'm cheap. The other one was like twice as much. Like 14 bucks for like this bulgogi meal, like actual meat. This one was only $5, so I was like, well, I'll just try this. All right, I'm gonna throw some of this Korean barbecue coleslaw that I made. Maybe just like, I don't know if it's Korean barbecue, but just Korean slaw, Korean flavored slaw. So I added like some ginger, some gochujang, some rice vinegar, a little bit of honey, some sesame, some garlic, and some soy sauce. That's what it's sauced in. So it looks a little better now. Give it a little bit more sustenance. Since I think I'm just gonna eat one. These like little pancake things are like pretty, they're pretty thick, but they're really good. I like the flavor of these a lot. Not bad. The original recipe does not call for like any type of slaw on top, but I'm glad I did because it gives it like it's like nice and refreshing, you know? Otherwise, with just like the meat and the kimchi, it just wouldn't have been, there wouldn't have been a lot of crunch. I love me some crunchiness in a taco, you know? This is working out quite well. It's definitely a dark beer, but it's good. I'm trying to like nail down what this tastes like. It's like a darker Mexican beer. It does say it's imported by Mexico, but I don't know. I feel like I've had a very close beer to this, but I just can't tell. I don't know. It's like a bolder Modelo Negro. Also, I think I would like cut some of this meat up. Like, it's trying really hard to be meat, you know? It's a very good mask because the texture is pretty beef, very beef-like for like a vegan dish. You really can't tell too much. The texture is really good. All right, so it's been a really, really long time since I've seen Monk, and honestly, I've never actually watched Monk. My parents used to really like Monk, though, so watching season 1, episode 1 of Monk. It's on Netflix now. My parents used to really like this show, but I never really got into it, but I'm gonna give it a shot here. I never used to be into Seinfeld when I was a kid, but now I am, so I think it's just a sign of getting old. I'm just kidding. Comment down below, do you guys like Monk, or have you watched it?
Stove over here. I think I left it on.
It's okay. I checked it fully.
Okay. Excuse me. He used to draw a straight and steadiest shot. Awesome. It's like what? Which, you know, I'm not. You were in Chicago. Well, that's crazy. I don't know anyone in Chicago.
Good morning. So the diesel heater definitely kept the edge off, but this wind was blowing, man. I've never realized how much of a difference these non-closing windows are at the bottom. It's like the wind's coming this way, and so it just sweeps right into here, straight in here. This tent is considered a 4-season tent. It's questionable. I think if you had like a insulation inside of here, like how they do with like certain rooftop tents, I think that would definitely be a lot more helpful than these, I don't know, fake windows. Let's go make breakfast. I might do some beef stroganoff here. It's been a while since I've had Mountain House, so let's do this. Let's see if this works. I've never actually tried doing this directly into the cup, but I'm trying to keep my keep the big craft clean. had to get off my knees, you know. Too bad this is like in my way, but I just don't feel like pushing everything over, you know. That's why I like it better in bunk mode when I'm by myself. I feel like I like utilizing this space more than this front space where I could stand up. Got the diesel heater pumping downward so that I get some warm air down here. We also got the sun coming out, so it's getting a little bit warmed up, which is nice. Alright, so I had no idea that you can actually use the GSI Java Drip on just a regular cup. I've been wanting to get just like a single, you know, carafe coffee filter holder thing for a single cup, but this works perfectly, so I think I'm just gonna keep this guy around. I don't need to buy an extra item, you know. Oof. It's a good thing I counted. It's like right at the rim. Wow. Gonna have to wait for that to cool before I put any creamer here. Something sweet. Oh yeah. Oof, yeah. That is good. I am gonna get the diesel heater turned off now so it can start to cool down before I pack it all up. You can hear it slowing down. Still pushing out some hot air, but winding down. Oh yeah, this is like perfect. It's nice and warm. Always put a little bit less water than what you think you'll need in these, because you can always add a little bit more water, a little bit more hot water, you know. But I put just a little bit under and it's like perfect. Lee Canyon's been getting a ton of good snow, so I'm stoked to hit the slopes today. I'll probably just be there for a couple hours because I gotta get some stuff done at home, but I'm stoked. They got like 2 or 3 feet or something like that over the last like week or so. I'm getting the diesel heater all unplugged. In case you guys were wondering, 0 condensation in here. I had all the windows closed up and there's not a drop of wetness in here. Because otherwise, if this was just me in here, no diesel heater running, it would be a little bit damp. Because the condensation can get a little bad when you have all of the windows zipped up and no fan rolling, no fresh air coming in here. And so the diesel heater does really, really well with condensation. So love that about having the diesel heater for wintertime camping. Unfortunately, this doesn't really help you for summertime, but you know, for wintertime, at least it's one less thing to hassle about. I got tired of sitting crisscross applesauce. Getting everything ready to put down up here. And we're gonna make the less than 5-minute drive over to Lee Canyon. Oh man, I love this beef stroganoff Mountain House. It's so good. It's like well seasoned. All right, let's get going. Gotta love being first on the mountain.